Good evening, YouTubers and YouTubettes. This is the Atheist Chef. We are here today to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart. That is trolling. Why is that near and dear to my heart? And I say that because it pisses me off more than anything else. That's why it's so near and dear to my heart. We, as atheists, are not very well trusted, and I'm sure y'all have heard about that whole survey that was done that showed we ranked below Muslims, in regards to trust. And given the political nature of the whole Muslim topic and immigration and all that, the fact that atheists are trusted less than that, particularly after 9/11 and all that, something is not right. Our atheist gospel is not being spread effectively. So there has to be something happening, some kind of miscommunication that is happening, and trolling is probably one of the bigger sins that we atheists tend to commit. Now, of course, there's trolls in all, on either side of something, there's going to be trolls. But there's just something about what I've seen with atheists that just, boy, there's so many of us that can't help ourselves. And in lieu of having a real discussion and real debate, they will troll just because they feel like they can. And that's not doing anybody any good. So why do people, or atheists, or whatever, troll? Well, one of the main reasons that at least I've seen is that they're bored. They just got nothing else going on in their lives. And so might as well just have some fun with it. And you know what? If you're that kind of person, find another hobby. Find something else to do with your time. You're not helping. You're making it worse. And then there's, of course, the kind of people that, well, they just think that they just know that they're right, and they know that atheism is true, but to put that in a terrible phrasing, they know that God doesn't exist, and so since everybody else is stupider than they are, they might as well just have some fun with it. They might as well just, troll, and just enjoy themselves, and just watch the little Christians squirm. Fuck you. You're the kind of person that looks upon people like Sam Harris, Daniel Dennett, Matt Dillahunty, or whoever the flavor of the day is, and you almost put yourself at that level, at least when you compare yourself to those creationists, those Christians. You feel that you are just so smart, just giving out those little bits of knowledge that you have. You think you're so good that, fuck it, I can just troll people. You don't respect the people that you're talking to, but you have the gall to try and say that you really like debate and discussion. No. You just like to troll. There are reasons why you don't see people like Sam Harris and Daniel Dennett, or any, YouTubers that are real famous, or at least that are known in our community. And well, the one that comes to mind is, Ozzy, for those of you in the community to know, or Ozymandias Ramses II. Oh, my favorite, armchair dwelling Canadian. That man will run circles around you when it comes to basically any topic, particularly dealing with philosophy. And just this man, he is a word a day calendar, and every time I talk with him, he throws in a new word that I just, okay, I'm just, I feel just a little bit smarter after talking to him. But there's a reason why people like him and Matt Dillahunty and all those people, that they're respected by theists and atheists alike. Because they don't waste their fucking time trolling people. They're actually in the debates and discussions. They're the ones actually trying. They're the people that you're quoting while you're trying to troll, if you're even bothering trying to quote them. If you're not just having too fun spamming off memes that are not relevant or don't deal with the people that you're actually talking to. While you're busy being an asshat, there are people actually forwarding this movement. People that are actually trying to make a change in the perception of atheism. I mean, you've talked to Christians before. You see how they think of us. You see that they don't trust us. That when we talk to them, they either think that we're lying, that we were never true Christians to begin with, and that we're evil people, that we just sit there and play video games all day. We didn't really try. And you know why all of those reasons are? It's because of people like you that sit there and troll people all day. That you don't actually have that discussion or that debate. Or maybe you're not fully trolling people, but when it came down to the point to where you needed to justify a position, or you're having a specific date, or a specific discussion, you follow up with, well, it doesn't matter, God's not real anyways. Thank you for your contribution, because what would this world do without you? If there's one thing that I remember from my Christianity, I was a Christian, born again from when I was 11 to when I was about 26 or 27 years old. So I am 33 now, so that's like 6-7 years of my being an atheist. And I grew up in a very non-denominational church. That's, for those of you that either don't know or do know, that's the name it, claim it, slain in the spirit kind of church. Yeah, we threw down. Like, we fell over laughing and crying and all that good stuff, shaking and just, doing all that stuff all the time, right? One of the big things that we also did was every Sunday and every Wednesday, particularly on Wednesdays when it was youth, everybody gave, well, not everybody, those that could get up on stage and give a testimony. Give a brief, little story about how God has affected them and changed their lives or done some kind of miracle or whatever. So growing up, every week, at least, I would hear all of these stories. Like, wow, God is just doing so much. It's crazy, right? He's moving in so many people's lives, doing all these really neat things. Well, that's so awesome. So you find that Christians like this believe in a really strong testimony. Everybody has a testimony. Everybody has a story telling about their lives. So even before you even meet a lot of them, you already know what's going on in their lives because they're telling everybody about this. So you learn so much. But when we deal with these kind of people, these non-denominational creationists, all that kind of stuff, a lot of them base their perception of you on your testimony, especially because the Bible tells them to. And how you know a true Christian is by their fruits. And how do you know the fruits? By their testimony and their stories and what they're doing. So when a Christian sees an atheist and the first thing they do is troll them, or they're saying, whatever, the things that a lot of atheists tend to do in lieu of an actual discussion, well, we're ruining our testimony to these people. We're ruining the very, very first impression that we give these people. So when we actually tell them about something, they don't believe us. They don't really care because they took one look at you, saw how you behaved, and already put you in this little box of fake or troll or shill or whatever phrase that you want to use. And that's your fault. you did not come at them genuinely. And because you didn't, you have lost that very small connection that you had or you could have had with them. And you've been written off. That's your fault, not theirs. Now, I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes too. And I've messed up my opportunity to witness, so to speak. So, I get it. I get it, and it's okay to make mistakes. And as long as you learn from them. But it doesn't help you to constantly troll people. Stop doing it. Just stop.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
Have some respect for the people that you're talking to. Even if you don't respect their ideas or their beliefs. Yes, it's absolutely stupid to think that they believe in a 6,000-year-old Earth despite the evidence for it. It's absolutely stupid to believe that the Earth is flat because God wanted it that way and he wanted a dome over it and all that. It's absolutely stupid. But I beg you, do not listen to Richard Dawkins when he tells you to ridicule and insult these people for having those beliefs. They deserve it, but it's not good. This is why Richard Dawkins is not a top-tier atheist philosopher or frontman for it. He's an excellent evolutionary biologist. But anything beyond that, it's really not his forte. So do not listen to him when he tells you that you should just mock and ridicule them. It doesn't help. So, if you want to change how you approach theists, then I encourage you to watch a few of my future videos about this. But if you want to start off, if you want to make a huge difference to your testimony, to how theists will see you, and how they will respect you more and listen to you more, even if they disagree with you, respect them first. It's really that simple. You do that one thing, you can make a big difference for every discussion that you have. So that's pretty much going to be it for tonight. Thank you guys for listening. If you have any comments, suggestions, disagreements with me, if you really feel that trolling, that you're entitled to trolling, feel free to let me know down below. And I'll tell you that you're wrong. What's the worst that can happen? On a side note, guys, I will be starting a Patreon. I know, like I'm so popular, I totally need a Patreon. And the only reason I'm doing that right now is I am in I'm in a job hunt right now, and I've been without a job for about a month. And really trying to come up with ways to make a little bit of money just on the side. I'll be doing a lot of small stuff. So, I don't know how often I'll be making videos, and so far I think I have the tiers set as like $5 or $10 a month. If you would want to do that, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. If not, that's great. Keep watching. I want to keep doing these, because at the end of the day, I want to make a change in people and change in atheists and theists, getting rid of these bad arguments no matter who they come from. I want to have more debates and discussions instead of just a bunch of theists sitting in a room circle jerking about atheists, and then the same thing with atheists circle jerking complaining about theists. And then when they finally interact with each other, they just start slinging mud at each other. I want to see hey, I guess I missed 2015, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Like, that was, to me, was like a highlight. I feel like that was the God debate. Maybe it was just because it's my small corner of the world. I don't know. But these past few years, it's about social justice and everything that I don't care about. And I want to see some real progress. So, join me. And I guess I'll see y'all next time.